A day after RBI gave a directive to prohibit Paytm from accepting deposits or top-ups in any customer account from February 29th, the cat has been set amongst the pigeons. From customers to shareholders and even markets have gone into a tizzy. In fact, early today, the founder of Paytm has hurriedly sent out a clarification to all the customers, saying that their money is safe. In an email and text message to the customers, he said that the RBI directive does not impact their existing balances. Vijay Shekhar Sharma asserted that Paytm is working and will keep working beyond 29th Feb. For every challenge, there is a solution. He went on to say, we are committed to serve our nation in full compliance. Remember, this move by the central bank raises concerns about the operations of Paytm, the payments bank, and signals a significant regulatory intervention in response to the potential issue or non-compliance that has been observed. The compliance validation report by the external auditors revealed persistent non-compliance and continued material supervisory concerns in the banks for being mute spectators while a fraud was committed and savings of honest Indians are being wiped out. Listen in.
Yeah, on one hand, you've been talking big about Make in India. You've been talking about how we have to create companies that would be global in nature. Especially in the fintech space, I think India has a huge advantage to come to merge tech with finance. Whatever the political leanings of an organization, I think what is important is that we continue to promote the idea of Make in India companies and ensure that Make in India companies, if they are faltering at any point, they should be handheld like we do with traditional banks. But we have seen how tech-based companies are not being supported by the government or by RBI in terms of policy making. Big tech companies like Meta, Google, are the ones who are going to get advantage of the RBI order literally.
There is a lot of politics on Paytm banking service that has been put on hold by the RBI. How do you react to that?
Where the government must answer, that was one of the companies they were always one of their darlings, so they should really answer about why they have blacklisted this company.
Now, the centre on its part says that they will ensure fair digital transactions and that authorities are doing their jobs.
No, it's not so. In fact, our both, as Prime Minister said, vocal for local and now local for global has paid dividends. From importers, we have become exporters, whether it's toys, whether it's the defense sector. And not only that, when we start, our GST has achieved record high collection this year, about 1.66 lakh crore rupees. So this itself is a vindication of all that the government has been doing.
My colleague Shivani is joining us on the broadcast with the details of the politics that's playing out. Shivani, there's a lot of concerns among the customers, a message being given out, but more importantly, the politics that's playing out with the opposition saying that the central agencies and the central bank should have stepped in before this.
Certainly, after the RBI has issued the guideline on barring the payments of the Paytm bank after 29th of February, while politics is happening, we've been seeing tweets from the Congress leaders, specifically they've been questioning the Paytm and they have also accused the government of not monitoring the Paytm because they have also said that Paytm had some links with the Chinese firms. But we've been also getting reactions from the central government ministers and Union Minister Jiten Singh himself. He told Times Now that the government is quite fair and the transactions and all the RBI guidelines are based on certain inputs and the RBI is doing its work and they'll not let any harm to the people. And we've also been gathering the people's response. They are quite inquisitive. They want to know what's the reason behind Paytm the RBI guideline on Paytm. But it has also been ensured from the government side that as usual, the RBI has clarified this. Only the big transactions will be barred in the Paytm banks. So a lot of reactions coming in here from the opposition parties, but the government also clarifies that Paytm and other such UPI platforms have been quite useful, especially in the time of COVID, when India wanted these kind of transaction. Nothing stopped at that particular time. The economy went on quite smoothly due to the digital form of transactions, and so these have been quite helpful. But yes, RBI has put certain guidelines onto which the fair deal, investigation is the basis of that, and the customer's interest will not be compromised. That also has been ensured by the RBI and the government.
Okay, all right. So customers don't need to worry. That's the message. Shivani, thank you for joining us with those details. For further understanding of how this is going to play out, Mr. Kishore Subramanian, financial and economy expert, is joining us on the broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We're also inviting callers. How is it going to affect you if you are a Paytm user? If you have any concerns that you want to talk about or ask the expert for advice, you can call now on the numbers that are flashing at the bottom of your screens. You can call and get the answers to the queries that you have. Asha is joining us from Mumbai. Thank you for joining us. Ma'am, what is your query?
I don't have a query, I have a complaint.
Okay.
You know, when you people started backing Paytm, you put all of us into a well. Ordinary hawkers were doing Paytm. It is the government that is backing this. They made them rich. It is exactly what you did with solar. You did the same thing. The government did the same thing with getting LED lights. You're supporting a group of people. The government is supporting a group of people, making its own cash breakup from there, and then getting us into this.
Okay, so you're saying that the government had initially supported Paytm, but now it is the customers that are going to face the brunt of it. That's what you're saying. Let me take this across to Mr. Kishore Subramanian. Before that, very quickly, I want to also take in another viewer, Tejpal Yadav, who has called us from the national capital. Yes, go ahead. So, Tejpal Yadav, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, madam.
Yes, please go on.
Actually, this company was created by government and helped by RBI.
Okay.
But now they have closed it. It is not good on the part of the government and the people of India.
Okay.
The shareholder will be suffer.
Okay, so you're saying customers as well as shareholders are going to suffer because of this, and it looked like Paytm had the backing of the government in this regard. Mr. Kishore Subramaniam, if you can take that, because there are a lot of concerns, there is a lot of anger and of course some chaos within the customers as well on what is going to happen. Are they going to lose their hard-earned money? If you can address that concern, please.
Sorry. Okay, so let me take that and give you two clarifications. Point number one, the first caller, Madam Asha, with due respects to her, I understand the worry and the anger among common men and women, but the problem is, let us clearly understand this issue. If you, I, or anybody has money in the Paytm wallet or the Paytm payment bank, it is safe. You have not lost your money. You have enough time till February 29th and even after that for giving credits where you can withdraw the money. So let's be very clear, nobody, not a single Indian citizen is losing money. So from that point of view, let us understand that it is not a loss for a common citizen. Point number two, many of your callers are expressing the opinion that it was a government of India which started the company. I'm afraid this is technical, but government of India did not start the company. It is a private enterprise. Yes, government helped in promoting digitization of India, more so during demonetization, more so during COVID and stuff. But government of India has no stake in it. It's a private enterprise, and you need to understand. The third part of the question asked by the second caller, the share market, people are losing money. Agreed, valid point. But remember, if you are an investor in a stock market, you need to be aware of the risk. We cannot blame the government for it. Number two.
Okay.
And the last point, whenever you invest in stock market, diversify and do not put all your money in one stock.
Okay.
I understand. It causes pain
So
when you lose
the
money in
investors
the stock,
should also know of the risks that are involved. Very important. I request you to stay on with us. We have more viewers joining us. Girish is joining us from Pune. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to know, I have Paytm using FASTag. So I want to know what is the situation on that, because I tried to update the
Okay, so
vehicle
you're
number,
saying day-to-day
etc., and I could do
transactions
nothing.
are getting affected with FASTag wallets as well. So is that going to be affected, Mr. Kishore? You know, the transactions, are they going to be affected, whether it is after 29th, these concerns?
So till February 29th, FASTag can be uploaded or recharged through Paytm. After February 29 this year, you cannot. So if you have money in the wallet, there are multiple options. You can withdraw the money, you can transfer it, you can utilize it, you can recharge it, you can buy things, do anything you want. Nothing is going wrong with your money as of today till February 29. But yes, answering the question, after February 29, you cannot use Paytm FASTag wallet to charge. If at all you have to use other apps which allow you to recharge your FASTag.
Okay, all right. Mr. Kishore Subramanian, thank you so much for joining us and addressing those concerns, because the anger and some confusion is palpable. But the assurance coming in is that the money is not going to be lost at all.